what is this denial stuff all about? When I was writing this message, living in denial to come full circle, doesn't that mean I'm still in denial? Full circle denial? Not necessarily. I see denial as covert study. I'm hiding, I'm internalizing my study. I don't want anybody to know that I study. That's denial. I'm in self-denial. For about 30 some years, I've been in self-denial. Full circle means full acceptance about studying, about what it is I do. However, it does not define me. It's something I do. It doesn't define the character. It doesn't define the content. It doesn't define my personality. It doesn't define me. That's full circle, full acceptance of getting out of that denial phase in your life, my life rather, where I was hiding everything. And people knew I stuttered. On top of that, I'm trying to hide something and I can't hide it. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Coming to terms with who you are. That's critical. That's critical. That's critical. That's critical. That's critical because that shows me the value I have inside myself as a person. Coming to terms with who you are. Change your perspective. I had to step outside of my dilemma as a person who stutters and do an about face, basically. To see, you know what, this thing isn't that bad. There are other things out there that are a lot worse than stuttering. But for a stutterer, that doesn't seem comprehensible. Because we cannot effectively communicate. Change equals growth. You can't grow by standing in this one box. It doesn't make any sense. It can't happen. You have to get outside of that zone of comfort, if you will, to seek growth spiritually, to seek growth personally, professionally, whatever the case is. You can't stay stagnant in this microwave society. Growing up, I am a native of Baltimore. I've been here all my life. I come from a middle-class family. My father worked for UPS. He retired about 10 years ago. He's enjoying life. He's playing golf every day. My mother was an electronics technician for the Department of Defense contractor. I come from a history of people who stutter. People on my father's side, people on my mother's side, all stuttered. I also have an older brother, he also stuttered. But somehow or another, they stopped stuttering. I don't know what happened. I don't know if there was a change in the environment. I don't know if they found something that I didn't know about. Maybe they didn't tell me about it. But they don't stop stuttering. Except me. God, what's the deal with this? Why are you getting me involved in stuttering? What have I done? Why have all of these other individuals stopped stuttering and not me? Back then, I didn't understand why. But as the presentation goes on, you'll see why. Yes, depression. Depression sets in when you cannot talk. When your vocal cords lock on you, you have a block. When you are constantly being tormented in school, kids are cool. Kids are cool. Kids are cool. I can imagine how they're now. Because when I was coming up, they were cool. They didn't even care about it. But yes, I dealt with depression. I dealt with, is this really worth it? Is this the life I want to lead for the rest of my years as an adolescent? As an adult? Am I ever going to get married? Will I ever have kids? Will I ever find a job? These factors are essential in the survival of life. How can I go on if I can't talk? Keep it cool, definitely. Adolescent years. Growing up definitely is tough, no doubt about it. The phone, the phone, the phone, the phone, the phone. I hate the phone. They tell you, Sean, look, you have to have eye contact with an individual. If you look at the individual, you will not study. How about the phone? What am I going to do when I get on the phone? What am I going to do when I get in the drive-thru at McDonald's? As you can tell, I'm a man of generous proportions. I like to eat. That hasn't hindered me at all from going to McDonald's. But what about the phone? I can give you an illustration. About, I don't know, I guess about 12, 13 years old, 14 years old, something like that. You know, when boys, something like girls, I don't know. And I would try to get on the phone. I said, okay, I'm gonna call you at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna call you at 8 o'clock, okay? Answer the phone. Answer the phone. Answer the phone. Answer the phone. So, you know, all through the bus ride home, going home, I'm nervous. Not because it's normal, but because I stutter and it's normal. Okay, what am I going to do if her father answers the phone? I'm going to hang up. What? I'm going to call you at 8 o'clock. Answer the phone. So, I couldn't eat anything. I was very nervous, obviously. So, about 7:25, I'm pacing the floor. I don't know what to do. My parents are like, Sean, you okay? I'm fine. Don't worry about me. But the anxiety is compounded by stuttering. So I'm rehearsing in my mind what I'm going to say. Hello, catch me something. Hello, catch me. So I'm saying this real fast over and over again. As a rhythm. So when I pick up the phone, I have numbers, I'll keep saying the same thing over and over again. And hopefully, she'll answer the phone and she'll catch me on the word hello. So, many attempts dialing the number, I hang up. Many attempts to try again, didn't work. It's about 7:59. I'm sweating bullets. I get the phone. Somehow I found the confidence to dial the numbers. I don't know how that happened. So I get the phone, and somebody answers on the other end and said, hello? I hung up. I said, I cannot call now. That's it. I missed my window of opportunity. Back then, they didn't have star 69, thank goodness. I've been in trouble. I never called back the entire night. Needless to say, going to school the next day was pretty awkward. So I looked at her, she looked at me, and she kept me walking. That's just how it is. That's how this disorder can get a hold of you and choke the life out of you. It can choke years of your adolescence. It can choke years of your adulthood right out of you when you don't even know it. What about the dreaded oral report? Wow, that was always fun for me. So in high school, you do this oral presentation, whatever it is, and you get up and you try to find courage to even stand up, obviously. And you have to read what you wrote on a piece of paper.